Awaken Cohort.
And welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Captain Turek of the cruiser GCS Littlefoot. As we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire, we have finally managed to beat off most of the stations in our area. The station down to our south at 2310 has been eliminated thanks to a combined task force of the Gorn Confederation and the Federation. And now we will continue to, first we're going to consolidate our position, and then we're going to keep pushing pressure on 21-9. Hopefully, in the next couple of missions, we'll be able to buy something much bigger. We have 4,079 prestige. We need a couple hundred more than that in order to buy something nice and large and fat and powerful. And if we get lucky, that will happen sometime soon. If we do not get lucky, well, we could have to buy something smaller because, you know, we will explode. Unfortunately, our heavy cruiser, while a fantastic vessel, it is a command cruiser after all, it's a very old command cruiser at this point. This is a really, really old ship at this part. It's a command cruiser, but it only carries, well, 2 G-type plasma torpedoes. Its damage potential out of those is 20 apiece, so 40. Granted, that's an extended range plasma torpedo compared to the smallest plasma torpedo, the F plasma torpedo, but it's not really great if that's going to be your main battery. And unfortunately, that is our main battery. So we have been running into quite a few missions where we are just simply outgunned by smaller ships. Light cruisers are bringing heavier plasma torpedo armaments than what we can bring to bear. In the last episode, we fought 2 light cruisers, and they both had twice our plasma armament without even including their S-type torpedoes. So, yeah, we were outgunned. And that's only going to get worse. The simple fact of the matter is we are a generation and a half, if not 2 full generations, out of date at this point. We really need to get that all picked up. And hopefully we will be able to do that in relatively short order. I hope, anyway. If not, well, things could hit the fan. That would not be good. So we are currently squaring off against a wildfire corporation. They're not a corporation. They're one of the pirate factions. I don't remember which one. I can't... Consortium? The Wildfire Consortium? That sounds right, so I'm going to go with that one. We're fighting the Wildfire Consortium. No idea what their shtick is. They're not like the Beast Raiders, where they can bring monsters to a fight. But I assume they have some kind of quirky detail that makes them worth playing. I'm not a huge fan of the pirate factions, if you couldn't tell. We're going to fire at about a range of... I want to get closer than 15. Fire the plasma torpedo and break off to port. And stand by. Second fire. And we're almost there, and launch! Maximum power! Okay, so he's managed to take it across multiple shields. We've basically wiped out half of his shields. Half of his shields are no longer in effect. His forward shield is red, his forward starboard shield is red, and his starboard rear shield is gone. So yeah, that's a pretty nice position to be in to start a fight with. He is, of course, being able to outturn us because 1, we're Gorn and slow, and 2, we are, we're a heavy cruiser and he's a light cruiser. However, it doesn't look like his plasma torpedo is actually active yet. So we might be able to play that to our advantage. Yeah, his plasma torpedo isn't ready to go. So we're going to get a couple of free rounds of combat here. Get another couple of good shots in there. We've shocked off one of his phasers, and I think we pulled away from being able to tell what condition to get in. He's probably going to do that 2 more times, I would have estimated, but no, he turned away, didn't have the range for it. But that's probably the best he's going to be able to do to us. He is still making speed of 26.1. That is astonishing. Especially considering, you know, he's got 3 plasma torpedoes to charge. Granted, 2 of these are D-type plasma torpedoes to charge, and I actually don't think they take much power, if any, to use. But still, you know, he's still going quite quick. 24.5, slowed down a little bit. He's charging something. And we're coming up with the port-side weapons. If we can actually get the forward weapons on, that would be better. He is going to have pretty much full shields on this side, though, so we're not going to be able to take advantage of the amount of damage that we've done to his starboard side. But we will cross that bridge when we get there. I'm assuming his plasma torpedo is hooked up and ready to rock. So we're going to curl on in. And we've got a plasma torpedo ready to go as well. Fire the plasma torpedo. And keep this turn going so we can fire the starboard plasma torpedo just as soon as it's ready. So he's dumped a mine. We're going to keep charging. All weapons fire. We got another plasma torpedo going out. This one ought to chase him right on in. And we don't have any more phasers to fire, so we can't really take advantage of this. So let's break off to port. It's not a thing I really like doing, but the tail whip is going to be able to get 2 additional phaser shots in at close range. So 2 good phaser shots right on in there. And yeah, his plasma torpedo never got charged during this fight. He's down to a speed of 15. I can only assume he's having engine trouble at this point. So yeah, we're in a pretty commanding position here. Then again, he is a light cruiser. I would hope that a heavy cruiser would have a commanding position. But after the last couple of missions we've had, that is by no means a guarantee. We might be able to sneak past to his stern, or he might just bank on in and turn right at us. Oh, come on, give me that shot. He's got to give us that shot! Fire right into his stern. He's down to 13 speed. He's shocked off another one of his phasers. Don't know if it just got shocked or if it was destroyed entirely. He's down to a speed of 8.8. He's not doing well. Him doing poorly is our gain. So I'm just going to click that because that's what I'm going to be doing the whole time. As long as we can maintain this turn, I am perfectly fine with just sitting here and turning at maximum rate. So full left rudder. Space rudder. And I want to close in to within a range of 5 before I fire again, if I get the opportunity, but I'm not sure we'll curl in that tight. Nope, he's going to commit to it, and fire. So a couple of shots got in, and a couple of shots hit his shields. Our port side plasma torpedo is getting ready to fire once again, so that's going to be a nice big chunk of damage. He's lost one of his D-type plasma torpedoes. The F-type is still at full power, and there goes our plasma torpedo. Thunk. So it knocked out the shield, unfortunately. And honestly, that is kind of unfortunate. I was hoping that it would hit a little bit further aft and deal a nice big chunk of damage. But hey, he's lost a ton of shielding and he's committing to this turn. He might be winning this turn. But that doesn't really matter because we have enough phaser firepower to basically gut him. Yeah, he's winning this turn. Another couple of good hits on there. He's really dropping down in power. Down to 1. Oh, he's going back up. He's committing more power to his engines. 2.2. Skulking along. He's lost a phaser 3, 2 phaser 1s, one of his defensive plasmas, but he still has that F-type torpedo still online. He's just not charging it, which is kind of weird. We do have a plasma torpedo that we could use to sort of rock into him. Let's give him the tail whip. Come around to fire the stern phaser, and we'll fire the other one as it comes online. A couple of forward-firing phasers able to fire to the aft. Now we're starting to cause some nasty damage. And he's lost all engine power in its entirety. So let's come around and get our G-type plasma torpedo. I think this might do it. Maybe not. The G-type torpedo really is a small torpedo. And thunk. His ship hull just could not take the brutal beating that we could dish out. If we can fight ships like that, we can do well. Unfortunately, a lot of Romulan ships are not that poorly armed. Quite frankly, they come to bear with all the plasma. 314 prestige, that's nice. We didn't take any damage. We did take the tile. So more on our consolidation. Unfortunately, it's going to send us on a convoy raid. Not great. I don't like convoy raids in Gorn. It takes us forever to do anything. Hit that red alert. Increase that speed. Immediately prep a plasma torpedo decoy, just in case he decides to try and spoof us in some way. We'll go all the way up to our full cruising max speed, which is 18. And it looks like we are in the intercept position. We have no friends on this mission so far, and we only detect the 3 freighters. I'm expecting at least 2 more and an escort of potentially light cruiser status. If it can be frigates, that would be better. So increasing the speed nice and steadily. Place ourselves on a nice little intercept course up here. Our phasers are ready to rock, so that means probe away to give us an advanced sensor warning. I want to see our little friend. There's our little friend way back there. It is a frigate, so that's great. She is a BHR. I have no idea what that means, but we will get good range on them soon. So set an intercept course for this one. Unfortunately, you can't order them to do that. They can only do a direct follow course. So we do have a single frigate that we're going to have to fight. But potentially that frigate could be armed with 3 plasma torpedoes. Oh, the Romulan arming scheme is quite monstrously powerful. There we go. We finally have sensor data directly about him. Our first wild weasel is ready. We're going to prep another one. Why? Because we've seen what happens if we don't have plasma torpedoes. Big, nasty plasma tends to splash over my hull, and it tends to make everybody scream. And we prefer to not have that. So in our good intercept position, we might even be able to lash out at one of these and kill him before he gets a chance to stop us. Oh, maybe not. He is making his turn for 18 or 14.8, and we're making turns for 18, so it's entirely likely that things will hit the fan. Another probe. We have them. They're free. They just automatically restock in between missions. We've got 3 more. I could set it to attack, but it doesn't really do much damage, so there's really no point. He's armed with 2 G... He has the same plasma armament as we do. He almost has the same phaser armament. Okay, he's got half our phaser armament, but he's a frigate and he's got half our phaser armament. I mean, seriously, game? Like, I suppose it's not a complaint towards the game, it's a complaint towards us. How do we not have better capability than this? Reinforce those shields. Stand by for strike. Starboard plasma torpedo is selected. We shall engage at a range of about 15, so that it's well ahead of us. Our second decoy is ready to go. I don't think we'll need more than that. 15, fire. And pull off to port. Oh, reinforce. And I think we're going to eat it. Okay, I'm hoping that it maintains a lock. It was a short-range shot. Yes, it was a hit. Okay, good. Now, here's a danger. We can't get wrapped up with this guy. He's going to try and delay us. And if he stays in cloak, that's fine. We're just going to kill his buddies. So, set course. Forward weapons armed. What few forward weapons we have. It's basically going to be 4 phasers. I don't think that's going to be enough. Let's get right on top of him. No, it was not enough. It's going to have to rely on the stern phasers. He has a plasma torpedo? Oh, you are a flat-out Q ship. Okay. That kind of sucked. So you're a Q ship, not a... So you're not one of the ones I have to worry about. You're one of the ones I have to worry about. I've only got 1 phaser online to deal with you. No, you're also a Q ship. What is this? Deploy mine. What is this? It's a trap, that's what it is. But there's no point in this trap. You... Like, half this convoy, quite literally, are plasma-armed Q ships. That is literally half the convoy at this point. So, we need to be firing plasma torpedoes into them. I think 1 ought to do it. I really do think 1 ought to do it. So, yeah. So we'll set course on them. We do have to get closer than their range of 20. I'm going to get within 5, probably. Oh, we've got a ship decloaking to our stern. So I think he's finally figured out that we're going to not play his game. If we kill these 3 ships, we're done. And we can just leave. Which we may end up doing, because that's a lot of Q ships. So we're going to pull into about a range of 5, maybe even closer. I just worry about sort of them getting away from it. So firing at a range of 4 will put us, or 3.9 will put us at an effective range of 10. I think that's not quite how it works, but that's what we're going to do. And fire the plasma torpedo. Come to port. Hopefully that'll kill you. Plasma torpedo, single one. No, it doesn't. Okay, phasers. You're dead. You're the next one. Hi. Came to kill you. Eat this. Stand by. We'll only have 2 phasers to sort of back this up. Okay, that took him. So 2 freighters are down. We've only got 2 phasers and no heavy weapons right now. He's pursuing at a speed of 19.5. So that's as fast as he can maintain. Will my phasers be charged in time to hit you? No, I'll have to slow down, I think. Or maybe not. They are coming back rather quickly. If we take him out, we're done here. So stand by phaser control. We'll have 4 phasers to do this. Do you think that's enough, folks? We're about to find out. We're going to get right on top of him. Because there is no point in not. So, all phasers are online. There we go, 6 phasers. We took them out. Mission accomplished. Alrighty, let's extend a little bit. Now we'll wait for the phaser capacitor to come back up to full charge. And but for now, we shall play at range for a brief amount of time. We're going to take them out bit by bit. Stringing them out is exactly what we want to do. And we're going to sort of play at long range. We'll just fire plasma torpedoes into him and let him have to deal with that. As long as we keep away from him, he won't be able to strike back. So if he wants the engagement, he's got to come into us, and that'll work to our advantage. We're just sort of maintaining parallel courses here. Slowly getting a bit closer to each other. He's increasing speed, so he's committing to the attack now. We're going to commit to ECM, drop 1 point of speed, put a point into the ECM. It'll give us a defense shift. He hasn't taken any damage at all. He did take a little bit of shield damage, but I can't imagine that he's got much left in terms of shield damage. He's probably healed most of it. Speed of 23 is a very good speed. We're both hesitant. We both don't want to get too close on this one. So we're both sort of driving towards the edge. He does have a speed advantage. If I cut inside him, he'll be able to turn inside me. But whoever fires a plasma torpedo is essentially wasting a plasma torpedo. It's tempting to turn back and go for these Q-ships. Do you want to commit, friend? Are you sure you want to commit to this? He's fired his weapons. Doesn't have the accuracy for it. I'm turning into him. And I think I can make it behind him. I think I have the angle. Port side plasma torpedo. We shall fire it at a range of 5. Because even at that point, the extended range ought to give me the ability to actually hit him. Now, first plasma torpedo is away. Second plasma torpedo is armed, but we'll wait for it so he doesn't try and deflect it. Again, all weapons fired into his stern. And that's right where we wanted it. So we got a good boring hit on through. We've taken out one of his stern phaser 3s. He's only got one G-type plasma torpedo charged. He had to waste energy in order to maintain sort of the pursuit speed. And also the time he wasted in cloak. We're going to keep on cutting, try and keep behind him. He is a frigate, so he should pull away. But the longer we can make him sort of waste time with us here, that's fine. Increase speed by 1. We'll take the damage on a reinforced shield. It's okay. Fire into his stern. If I can plink away at his shields, take out his stern for free, then that should be able to put us in a better position because it'll cut down on the angles that he can maintain on us. So, are we actually turning inside of him? Or is it just a function of his speed and he's trying to go too fast? That could be it. But it's kind of weird, the fact that we can keep our nose on a frigate. Oh, no, I think he's pulling away now. I think we spoke too soon. And he has been delaying long enough for those 2 Q-ships to show up. That's 2 more plasma torpedoes in a fight that we do not want. We're going to have to cross through this mine once again. Okay, we got the phasers in through his stern. We took another hit on the reinforced shield, but the reinforced shield is still there. And our next round of firing, we should have a plasma torpedo to toss into this mix. And that ought to be, I don't want to say crippling, but that's going to hurt him. They're at a range of about 20 from us now, the reinforcements are. But them I can sort of pick apart at my leisure. So stand by. We've got a plasma torpedo. Send it his way. Don't know if that's going to hit the stern or the shield. It does hit the stern, so another 20 damage in on there. And both of his G-type torpedoes have been shocked, but they're not down. Phaser hits on there. Excellent. And we're going to pull away. I don't want to get in front of him. We've taken out one of his plasma torpedoes. The other one is currently in for repairs, so he's not able to use that one. But remember, the plasma torpedoes don't immediately explode. It does take some time for the plasma to dissipate. Let's get around, give the starboard plasma torpedo a final shot. We are still at a range where it'll do something. Unless it hits that shield, which it's going to hit that shield. So long-range shot. However, the G-type plasma torpedo was designed to help at long range. Slams into that shield, knocks it down. However, it doesn't cause any damage to the ship itself. And we are going to have to bore through another one of these. Unfortunately, we're not going to get the open shot that I wanted on the stern unless we commit to him. Which is good positioning on their part. Commit to it. There we go. Okay, we got what we wanted. Alright, pull away. This is going to suck. Oh, he didn't have his plasma torpedo charged. That's interesting. Huh. So he only had a single phaser 1, which he already fired. So we can reveal our stern without too much concern. So we took out the main threat. These two are lesser threats, but they are still threats. We can't just ignore their strength, because they do have a certain amount of strength to them. Because a plasma torpedo is a plasma torpedo, and 20 damage is 20 damage. And to be fair, that's half the amount of damage our main battery deals. So I want to get a little bit closer before I start dumping plasma torpedoes on them. Just to make sure that they actually deal some nice damage. How about you? How are you doing? Probe into him. His G-type is armed and ready to rock. So let's go plasma torpedo to the face. Prepare primary weapons. Cut through his forward, see if we can't shock something. Did we get anything? No, we didn't. Okay, caused a little bit of damage there. Stern phaser got involved, did a little bit of nasty damage. His G-type plasma torpedo has fired. His Hit the brakes! Hit the brakes! Ah, it didn't work in time. So we're currently relying on that defense shift right now. On top of our attack shift, or our normal defense shift from our ACM. Are you combating that? You are not. So that's been a nice little addition to this whole fight. Is the fact that they've been having a harder time hurting us simply because they can't accurately target their weapons. We're going to focus on him first, because I think this one had an F-type torpedo? They are the same class, so maybe they both have Gs. But we did maul this guy pretty badly, and frankly I anticipate this next shot, not this one, but the phaser volley that's about to follow it up will kill him. And then we'll push out to starboard, come around and hit him again from a better angle. So long-range plasma torpedo fire, breaks through his shields, does a nice amount of damage. We're seeing power surges all over his ship. And our normal shields on our port side are back online. So we do have some defense. And we're maneuvering around to get towards his undefended stern. And just as soon as we get a good position on him, we will unload. There we go. So he's done. Alright, let's push out to starboard to buy us a little bit of room, buy us a little bit of time. Maintain a speed of 18. We want to be able to charge and use the ECM at the same time. This may also give us a good position on him. Okay, so he's also got a G-type plasma torpedo. But all alone, isolated, not nearly as dangerous as when they hunt in packs. So we did hang around long enough to take out the whole show. Wow, we really did hang around longer. Longer than I wanted. Oh, a long time spent on a convoy mission, but then again, Gorn convoy assault missions tend to take a while. For a reason. Plasma torpedoes, slow-firing weapon. There we go. Fire the plasma torpedo now. Send it right his way. He cannot avoid it. When it hits, it's going to cause absolute havoc amongst his systems. Let's get on top of that. There we go. We get the full volley of our forward 6 firing phasers. And took out his phaser 1 and shocked off his G-type plasma torpedo. So it's currently not a concern. So helm, I want a hard over. The reason we wanted that is because our starboard plasma torpedo was just about ready to fire. And broke through the shield. He's got no shielding. And the next phaser volley ought to end him. Come on, just as soon as they charge, and there we go. Taken apart. Whew. It was a lot of effort for a single convoy of 3 ships. But we did fight our way out of that trap, because that definitely was a trap. 2 Q ships and a frigate. They were hunting us. 330 prestige. Excellent job. And now we'll pass over here. Missions. Oh boy. I'm not going to go on an asteroid base assault because I can't guarantee safety from protection. But at the same time, this is the anomaly patrol. Get the red alert, increase speed, and pray. Because that's really all we can do. It's going to make everybody's life a living hell. Because that anomaly hits everybody. It's just not fun. Reinforce all shields. And sure, why not increase the speed of time? I don't think any of us are super thrilled about this mission. Oh great, it's a heavy cruiser. Then a probe. Let's find out exactly what we're involved with. He's got missiles. So he has literally the best type of ship to deal with this situation. Because missiles do not get stopped by the anomaly. No siree. Missiles operate just fine under anomaly circumstances. He's starting to fire at long range. We're going to fire this at maximum range. Just to make sure we get the shot in. As soon as we hit a range of 20, I'm going to open up. Open it up! First plasma torpedo is away. Second plasma torpedo shall follow up at the moment of impact. Maybe even slightly before, because he won't be able to stop on a dime. Second plasma torpedo. He's going to eat it. And I need to slow down time very briefly. Hi. Shoo. We can grab 2, we can shoot 1. This sucks. Oh, we're just gonna have to eat it. Alright, back up to full speed. We wasted enough time at minimum power. But wow, so we've lost one of our shields already. Things are not phenomenal. And he is dealing a considerable amount of damage to us. Let's slow down a little bit. We need the We need the power. We've got no phasers available as of yet. Let's come over here. I want ECM. Give me 1 point of ECM. Make him have to counter it. Oh, his racks are going to fire again. The only reason they haven't fired is... Oh, he's lost all engine power. And so did we. Capture. That's not going to happen. Kill me missiles. Kill all the missile launchers. And fire everything you possibly can whenever you can. We're waiting for the phasers to recycle. We have nothing really left of the capacitor. Maybe one phaser shot left of the capacitor. So we might get a shot on this. He is starting to move. Come on. Give me a phaser shot. Okay. Didn't really do anything. Our phasers are recharged. The capacitor not so much. He has done a hard energy turn into us. He can't fire his missiles at point blank range though. So, small grace. Can we follow this high energy turn? No, we can't. We're just stuck here. Oh god, no. Okay. That would have killed us. Or at least done crippling damage to the ship. Come on, engineering. Give me back power to the bloody ship. There we go. Engine's back online. Stern shields are back up. And another missile volley. I think I can shoot it down and tractor it with my current phaser armament. So, yeah. Shot it down at the cost of my entire port side battery. He's starting to really pick up speed. He wants to rush. I gotta get up there and deal some more damage before suddenly our engines get shut down again. There's gotta be some way of dealing with that anomaly. I can't even select it as a target. So, it's just going to serve to be a pain in everyone's behind, and it's worse for me. The reason why it's worse for me is the fact plasma torpedoes will back charge once we get into that anomaly. We will stop being able to charge our plasma torpedoes, whereas he can still fire his weapons. Come on, tell me I can work my way around to his exposed side so we can deal some damage to him. Decoy shuttle's ready, so we do have another emergency oh crap button that we can hit. Come on. Okay, it shows us on the right arc. Fire all weapons. Don't think we're going to have a chance to fire the... Oh, cool! That was not expected. I was not expecting two phaser shots to wipe him out, but it did. So good job. Whoever was in charge of that phaser crew, excellent work. You're all getting a commendation. You cut that mission shorter than it needed to be. And 716 prestige. Heck yeah. Let's go to the shipyard. Hi, 9,000 if you want a battleship. If you want 2 plasma Rs, 3 plasma Ss, 2 plasma Fs, 4 plasma Ds, 16 phaser 1s, and 7 phaser 3s, you need 9,000. I really don't want to wait that long in such an old ship. Is there anything slightly smaller than that? You know, in the 3,000-ish range. No, but a whole bunch of battleships came online. That's something we're going to have to tear into at a later date, though, because we have run to the end of yet another episode, doing an excellent job. We have secured our hold here at 23-9, given ourselves a nice little buffer of defended systems, as we will now begin to focus once again on 21-9 to start trying to take yet another foothold in Romulan space. Anyway, I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release one of these videos, press the little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode. Let's try that one more